Hello, I am A.K. Shrivastava, professor in the Department of Biochemical Engineering and Biotechnology. Here I am trying to demonstrate the assembly of the bioreactor for any cell cultivation. Bioreactor, as you see over here, is just another vessel in which we provide the ideal environment for the growth of the cells. That we basically do it by different controllers, as you see over here. Here we have the agitator controller, so that the agitator of the vessel is controlled at a particular RPM and have a better mixing. Then we have the pH control, so that the pH can be controlled at the optimum value for any cell cultivation. And here we have the little module for the control of the dissolved oxygen in the bioreactor, so that if the microorganism require oxygen, we can just provide it by the manipulation of oxygen or air flow in the bioreactor. So I'd like to demonstrate first the control of pH, and then we'll so we start the calibration of the pH probe. First the pH is dipped into pH 4 buffer, as you see over here, and the reading should come as pH 4 here. If it is not coming, we will just make it 4 by the millivolt pH potentiometer knob, as you see over here. So now pH is adjusted to 4. Probe is washed, it is dried, and then it is put in another buffer, that is pH 7 buffer, as you see over here. The meter should read 7 over here. If the reading after sterilization does not show 7, then we adjust it by asymmetry knob potentiometer, as shown over here, and make it 7. Okay, now the probe is perfectly calibrated. Okay, let's put it there. So now we will just insert the probe in the bioreactor. And it is perfectly fixed by rotating the knob over there at the top. Now the connections of the bioreactor are now removed, so that we can fill in the media and autoclave it, and then we'll bring it back here and assemble all the probes and the temperature control unit. So we weigh the components of the fermentation medium one by one, as you can see over here. These components are then dissolved in the water. So we dissolve it by stirring. We dissolve it by stirring, and in order to do the better stirring, we can just take it to the magnetic stirrer, and then after mixing, we can measure and control the pH. Okay, we now mix all the components in a magnetic stirrer device. The major component sucrose is added. We add some more water so that the dissolution is better. Once all the components are dissolved, we transfer all the medium to the bioreactor as shown over here. After adding all the components, we make up the volume to the desired volume by adding the water in this. One important thing which has to be kept in mind, that all the probes should be dipping in the fermentation medium, And then we have to be very careful in plugging the different outlets which are coming from the bioreactor. So here we have the sampling line. So we have to plug the sampling line by a cotton plug, and then wrap it with the aluminum foil so that it is not kind of steamed, or rather get wet during the autoclaving, We have the outlet wall for the air, so that has to be also plugged, and we put the aluminum foil over here. Here we have the sparger inlet. We have to be particularly careful with the sparger inlet. This has to be tightened by means of a pinch cock over here, and then we put the cotton and the aluminum foil so that it is not getting wet during the autoclaving. Likewise, we have the acid and alkali line which has to be plugged, and we put the aluminum foil. We put aluminum on the top of the dissolved oxygen probe so that the context of the probe is not really getting wet during the autoclaving, So now it is dressed up and it will go to the autoclave. Okay, stop. The autoclave now has the bioreactor. Now we are going to close the lid and then heat up the autoclave to sterilize the bioreactor.